Whether all that your education, all that your achievement is reducing the stress of the DNA. Or because all our evolution is to remove the stress from the DNA. To make it 100% acceptance. So, a stress zero called a yogi. DNA stress zero made eternal immortality. Even as little stress left out in the DNA continues to multiply again. That's called germ immortality. The only way DNA comes to halt, multiplication, your birth and death cycle ends, only when DNA accomplishes zero stress, zero resistance. Understood? Adaptive immunity. Yoga is the best. How sooner you understood the principles of yoga, how balanced you have done between each krama, Srishti krama, Rakshana krama, and Shikshana krama, Adhyatmika krama, and Chikitsa krama. Yoga is a complete holistic approach. It covers about nutrients too, covers about ahara to your diet to nutrition to every detoxification pathways of your skin system to your lymphatic circulatory system to your cranium pump system to your cardiorespiratory system, your cardiovascular system to your circulatory system, cardiocirculatory system, every system, every detoxification, every system. Yoga addresses. Every limb is important. All these are the limbs useful for achieving ultimate goal of mind and intellect, ego, to make them zero. The very sense does the mind and the intellect and ego should serve the soul, not to kill the soul. Right now you are increasing the stress means you are killing the soul, you are nurturing ego. Your oxygen consumption, your heart rate is directly proportional to whether you are killing the soul, whether you are nurturing the ego or nurturing the soul, it is directly proportional to. Yoga is validation program. Satyam vadishyami, rutam vadishyami. Every step, it is 360-degree dimension. Satyam, truth. Have you achieved that zero resistance in every moment? Satyam. Validate it, measure it using oxygen pulse meter. Check your perfusion index. Check your rest heart rate. Every day your practice has to have a measure. Are you achieving? Are you increasing the heart rate or are you decreasing the heart rate? Your rest heart rate, your oxygen saturation, everything. Your mitochondria increasing or decreasing. You are becoming a good human or a bad human in a nutshell. A good human, a positive human, 100% positive human is called a yogi. His consumption is zero. Greed less, emotion less, anger only driven by positive emotion, resonance. Entire universe works in resonance. In the resonance, no energy supply is required. Everything in harmony that goes into a synchronized state, everything that gets synchronized goes into a resonant state. In resonant state, no energy is required. Entire pole of consciousness functions with that highest level of resonance called conductance, is called immortality. Your immunity in yoga, adaptive immunity in yoga is for adaptive immunity. Next immunity is called, borrowing immunity. Passive immunity it's called. For example, in India, you are asked to, cheese. Not cheese means a newly when cows deliver the babies. So, the colostrum, milk of the colostrum, acquired antibodies. Strengthening your antibody pool is called building your passive immunity. Your nutrition for innate immunity important, your nutrition for adaptive immunity important, most important is even for passive immunity. At the time, like a crisis like this, better to borrow some antibodies, ready-made antibodies, ready-made immunoglobulins, where they are? They are in the breast milk. They are available in the colostrum, which is a measure for your antibodies. IgG. Only one parameter you have to check. When you check colostrum specification, what you are consuming, that's called IgG antibodies. Immunoglobulins. If IgG immunoglobulins are the highest, that colostrum is the best. You consume that. You have passive immunity. At the times of crisis like this, you need to take care of all three immunities. Strengthening innate immunity, strengthening your cell membrane. So a good phospholipid, good DHA, and your mechanism of exercise, adaptive immunity, and passive immunity. That are the three kinds of immunity. Yoga for immunity. Pranayama is to conserve oxygen. It is to build, it is to charge your mitochondria. It is to build, it is to strengthen your adaptive immunity of the cell membrane, innate immunity of the cell membrane. Innate immunity gets strengthened automatically if you are strengthening your adaptive immunity. Yoga is to strengthen your innate immunity. A yogi is, innate immunity is the highest, so that because he already has an adaptive immunity, and so of course passive immunity, hardly anything he requires. He doesn't require. But in a crisis situation, you require. Understand. Because I should not go out of the topic. Every asana sequence, only the single thing is to conserve the oxygen, to build immunity. You have to monitor your blood for entire blood profile, lipid profile. Both are very, very important for your immunity. As I said, the highest level of hemoglobin, if your hemoglobin is low, go and take the blood, because hemoglobin is very, very important, which carries the oxygen. Your oxygen carrying capacity will be minimum if hemoglobin is not there. How to build a hemoglobin? Your body, your inputs, vitamin C is very, very important for absorption of the iron metabolism. Very, very important. For the B12. So you have to come from there at the vitamin C level first. If you don't address the vitamin C issue, because your body cannot produce vitamin C, you have to give vitamin C. Most of us, we fail to give the vitamin C. Indian diet is well balanced with respect to all the tastes, including the vitamin C, called citrus. Slowly, because we have gone out of culture. If there is a best diet in the world that is very well balanced with respect to all the tastes, all the spices, a powerful antioxidant diet, powerful engineered diet means it is an Indian diet. It is full of protection, full of conservation of oxygen it is. Balance of all the 6 tastes every day, your diet includes 6 tastes. Your diet includes a protein, fat, a right combination of the foods, and your food is enriched by spices, powerful highest antioxidant compounds, highest auric activity. A yogi means not a dummy. He needs to have complete understanding modern absolute science. Whatever today absolute science, you need to know. The modern language, modern science is very helpful for you to understand the greatness of the yogis. That appreciation for the yogis could have never been there than now. Because now the modern science, the more you understand, more your respect for these gurus will increase. Lineages will increase. Understand, today is not for a demonstration of a yoga. It is to show you yoga is completely relaxed state by body, mind and speech. Ultimately for the meditation of Vairagya. Meditation is the most important aspect of yoga.